Hey, what's up, guys? This is Rofton. I'm back once again with
Galaxy, Gallery13.
We are here once again to do some more of the random questions, randomness questions. So last time we did questions 21 through. Wait.
No.
Last time we did 41 through 61. So we've done 3 of these. Have we done 3 of these?
Yeah, we have.
Wow. I don't remember having done 3 of these. But yeah, we've done 3 now. So yeah, so we're going to go on to numbers 62 through 80. We're going to try to keep it between even numbers. We did 61 last time, because it was the same question as 60, just instead of, it was what's your favorite boy group, like boy band, and then what's your favorite girl band. They were the same question, basically just boy and girl, so we just went ahead and answered them both last time. But we're going to go on to our next set of questions, starting with number 62. And also, since the last time that I recorded this, we got a new setup. I actually have a boom now. I can actually move my mic around instead of having it all stationary in one spot. And then you got Galaxy over there playing with her Harry Potter wand that she made. I also got a stand for my camera as well, so it's more straight on, and I don't have to have a stack of books to have it be looking straight at me. But anyways, so I'm excited about that. But anyways, our first question, number 62. What would be your ideal partner? I'm assuming that means like relationship wise. Someone that gets along with my kid, my brat, because someone needs to get along with her, because Lord knows I don't ever. What? Speak. She's sitting there whacking me with her wand like you guys can see it or something. Someone that gets along with my daughter as much as they get along with me, and someone that loves the both of us equally. That's a big thing. You gotta.
That's a terrible thing in the past.
Yeah, I've had very bad relationships. I'm ashamed to say that I didn't listen to my daughter as much as I should have. I wasn't a very good dad in the past, but I'm doing better now. Been single for 3 years now.
Has it been 3 years?
Since we got divorced, we were stuck living with my ex-wife for about half a year, and we've been here for 2. So yeah, it's been about 3 years. Yeah, we've had some really interesting situations, but no, someone that can laugh at themselves, not just make fun of other people and then can't take it. That's a big problem that I've had in the past with relationships too. It's like, okay, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. And preferably a gamer, because I want a gamer babe. And also somebody who can enjoy sports, maybe not to the extent that I do, but someone that I can talk to about them, because like between video games, movies, TV shows, and sports, Mostly between movies, TV shows, and sports. If I watch it, I know like all of it. I can memorize things like nobody's business. It's ridiculous, the things that I will remember from a song, a movie, a TV show, a sports game, a video game, anything like that. But then we have a conversation, and you ask me what we talked about 15 minutes ago. Hell, ask me what I said 30 seconds ago. I have no idea.
What did you say?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It was something to do with how bad my memory is. That's about all I remember. But like a song, I could quote an exact song lyric, having only heard the song once or twice, weeks later.
Yeah, that's how I was. Like immediately after I first heard the song "God's Country."
Yeah.
Midway through the song, I was like, "What are you listening to?"
Yeah. But I'm that way with songs, movies, TV shows, video games, books. But as far as conversations go, ask.
What is your favorite quote?
It's a little long. It's today I made an appearance downtown. I am an expert witness because I say I am. And I said gentlemen, and I use that word loosely. I will testify for you. I'm a gun for hire. I'm a snake. I'm a liar because there are no facts. There is no truth, just data to be manipulated. I can get you any results you like. What's it worth to you? Because there is no wrong and there is no right, and I sleep very well at night. No shame, no solution, no remorse, no retribution. Just people selling t-shirts. Just opportunity to participate in this pathetic little circus and winning.
Okay.
What's your favorite quote? She has to find hers. I have mine memorized.
Can I tell my own quotes?
Yeah.
In your tongue, my name is 27 syllables, but it's not phase and then slips on blood and falls down a pile of bodies. Standing back up, he continues my way up and quiet, more innocent voice. You can call me Steve. What is your wish?
That's a line from the book you're writing. That's not really a quote, but you like the little snippet from your book that you're writing.
But if we would have to go from quotes from other people, this one is from Stephen King. It is, I think that we're all mentally ill. Both of us outside the asylums, only part of the world by it.
I actually agree with that statement. I do think that we are all mentally ill, but those of us that are out in the world and dealing with people, we have learned to hide our psycho tendencies.
Back to reality!
What?
Exactly!
Sorry. I kind of lost it there for a minute. My hat's crooked. I don't like it. The bill is straight. I don't like it. Get it away. Get it away. It's evil.
busy living and get busy dying.
What?
Get busy living and get busy dying.
Yeah.
Stephen King quotes are amazing.
Yeah. What would be your ideal partner?
Someone I can get along with.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that I can trust and talk to. In my life, I haven't really had someone that can relate to me. My point of view on things. I want someone like that. Someone I can rant to when I get home.
Yeah, that's key. That is very key. Someone that you can someone that you can talk to and isn't gonna sit there and complain that you're complaining about your job or school or this person or that person. It's like, well, if you don't like it, don't do it. Just because I have a few complaints about my job doesn't mean I don't like my job.
Also, someone who will enjoy my same interests.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice!
Get your foot off me!
Why do you sound like that? Like, your hands are like, you're holding your stomach.
So, my stomach hangs out pretty far over my belt line. And I've gotten in the habit of putting my hands under my stomach. And that's how I sit. Because if I don't, I end up fiddling with things and end up making noise that we don't need on video. So it kind of helps me stay still and calm.
What voice?
Like, I'll start tapping on things.
Am I too noisy?
What do you mean, are you too noisy?
I end up moving a lot during the video.
You do move a lot, but you don't really make noise. Just wish you'd speak louder.
I am speaking louder.
You're also looking at the monitor as opposed to directing your voice towards the microphone, which I have told you numerous times you need to do.
I am speaking louder.
That's better. All right. Do you want children?
No.
You're also still young. That might change.
It
But
will interfere with my life plan.
I thought you wanted to be a baker.
Yeah.
How will having children interfere with your life plans? Your bakery is not going to be open 24/7.
Rats are gonna come running down the stairs and be like, during work hours.
That's why you have 2 parents and babysitters. That's not an excuse not to have kids. That's fine. But don't make up some stupid excuse not to have kids. If you don't want kids, you don't need an excuse to say that you don't want kids. If you don't want kids, you don't want kids. That's fine. Don't make up excuses for not having kids, because there is no excuse to not have a kid. You don't want kids, you don't want kids. That's it. It's as simple as that. Some people don't want kids because, okay, well, I said there is no excuse to not want kids. There's no excuse that would involve work, your personal life, or anything like that you could say that would make you, that is a good excuse to not want kids. Not wanting kids because you're afraid that you won't be a good parent. Not wanting kids because of things that happened in your life. Those are more legitimate reasons to not want kids. If you don't want kids because you don't want kids, then you don't want kids. Don't find an excuse to explain why you don't want kids. Just say, I don't want kids. That's good enough.
The things that happened in my past, I might not be a good parent. I might be.
with the way you are with your sisters, I think you'd be a good parent. But no, you don't know how good of a parent you're going to be until you are one, and even then, you learn as you go. You make mistakes. Everybody does. Everybody makes mistakes. You learn as you go. Nobody's perfect. I don't care who you are. You do not have any idea how to raise a child. Even parents, people that have kids, don't know how to raise a child. And the reason for that is because literally every child is different. What works with one kid won't work with your second kid. You have one kid, your second kid, your first kid may be very well behaved, well mannered, and all that stuff, and then you have your second kid, and they are a terror. And it's just the way that it is. I mean, we knew somebody that had 3 kids. The oldest was pretty well behaved. The middle one was a spoiled brat, and the third one was just a pain in the ass. In that group?
Of me and my... It might have been because of the things that I did to get back at my sister. Because she was really mean. I covered her in frosting and tried to eat her.
I remember you saying something like that.
But then later that day, me and her got into a big argument over an ice cream. We started fighting. She bit my belly button. I got to banded on my belly button. She had some sharp teeth. And I got trouble.
Oh, you got in trouble for a lot of stuff you shouldn't have back then. But as far as me, do I want kids? I have one. Do I want more? I think I do. But I need to find the right person this time. And the next kid that I have needs to be with that person that I am actually going to spend the rest of my life with. Because I'm not going through the whole song and dance relationship thing and then having to share custody and then fight for custody, all that stuff. I mean, at this point I'm 34 years old. I'm almost 35. By the time I find somebody new and we've done the whole dating, song and dance and figured out that we were going to have a kid together, if it's not going to work out by the time we do all that stuff and figure all that stuff out, then we have the kid, I'll be close to 40. And it's just, I'm too old to be screwing around and having another bad relationship. So it needs to be right with the right person. Do you want a church wedding?
Heavens no.
No. If the person I'm with wants one, then I don't have a problem with it. I'm not a religious person.
Answer the question 65.
All right, yeah. Are you religious? No. I am not a religious person. I've had too much bad stuff happen in my life for all these people to tell me that there is a God and that he loves us all and that he watches over us and all that stuff. There's been too much bad stuff in my life and in the world for me to think about that, because I'm a very logical person. For me to see all this stuff that's happened in the world and then have people tell me that there is a God and that he loves me and all of us and he watches over us and protects us and all this stuff, and yet there's so much evil in the world, and you have things like the Holocaust, and you have people like Hitler, Saddam Hussein, these people that are known for basically murdering hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. How can you say that there is somebody that watches over us all and that loves us all and protects us all? That makes no sense to me. No, but again, that's me. And if you believe in that, then good for you. I'm glad that you do. I really am. Just don't ask me to believe what you believe, because all you're going to do is make me mad and not want to talk to you. You believe what you believe. I don't have a problem with that. I have absolutely no problem with talking to you about your religion and stuff like that. I like to learn new things. If you want to talk to me about your religion and teach me about your religion, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But do not try to force me or get me to believe in your religion, because I won't, and all you'll do is create an enemy, because I don't like people that do that. Do not force your things on other people. It's not okay. It's not right.
As for me, I am pretty high up religion, but I do not believe in God.
What's the name of your belief system again? Hellnick. Her religion is Hellnick. It's what those who worship the Greek and Roman. Is it Greek and Roman, or is it just Greek?
It's just Greek.
Right, just the Greek gods.
And I have my own twist on it, because I believe that the Greek, the Roman, and the Norse gods are all the same people.
Which, if you thinking about that, if you look at the stories of the various different gods, Greek, Roman, and Norse, you could very well say they are all the same people. They are all, because you can draw correlations to every god there.
But I am mostly positive.
Yeah. And before any of you say that she is the only one that believes that, do your research. We did. Do your research. There are people in the United States that are Hellnick. There's a group of people in the United States that are Hellnick. There's
1/3 of the other population, because there's Christian, atheist, and others. Is 1/3 of that I believe.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's 1/3, because the Jewish I guess Christian is a pretty yeah, it's got a pretty big umbrella that a lot of religions fall under Christianity. But I don't know, that'd be interesting to look up. But you skipped over the do you want a church? You said no to a church wedding, right?
No.
What if the person you were marrying wanted a church wedding?
I would be fine with that. Just I've been in churches that kind of freak me out, personally.
For me, I've been to church a few times. They're kind of fun. The churches that I've been to were kind of fun, but at the same time, they're not for me. And I'm noticing that our little box here doesn't fit everything in it. You can make me a little smaller and this a little bigger. Questions don't quite fit completely in our little box that we have, so let's make it so they do. There we go. Scoochie over, and I am now covering more of the screen than I was before. I am so small now. You know what? I'm going to move me up here. I'm going to move this over here. I'm still small. Because if I make myself any bigger, I'm going to be... Maybe I'll go down here. Go There we go. Okay. Position myself better. What?
I found it. Neo-paganism. Neo-paganism.
Okay.
That's Roman and Greek deities.
Okay. And what is the percentage of... let's do this. Okay. Okay then. Well, we'll get back to you on the percentage of people in the United States that are neo-pagan, because apparently our internet just crashed. So yeah, back to the questions. Do you like reality TV programs? No. Well, I like The Voice sometimes, but other than that, and sometimes it's fun to watch court shows, and sometimes it's fun to watch cooking shows. Well, that's once in a blue moon. I'm not a big fan of reality TV shows, no. Well, I guess the next question would actually be what those ones would fall under. Do you like TV talent shows? So that would be the cooking and singing shows. But reality TV shows, no, I do not like reality TV shows. What reality TV show do you watch? That's not reality TV. That's a sitcom. Reality TV shows are TV shows that simulate real life. The TV shows that are about real people, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't think you've ever watched a reality TV show. Total Divas from the WWE. Did you really like it a lot, or was it just a meh? So you're not really a fan of reality TV shows either. If I was gay, who would my life partner be? If we're talking like anybody, if I could be with anybody, who would it be? Because if that's the case, then I choose Ryan Reynolds. What about you? You can choose anybody. Okay. From school, yeah. If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be?
Stop the Holocaust wars from being.
I would stop the movie Titanic from being made.
Really, Balthazar?
No, he stopped the Titanic from sinking. I just want the movie to not be made. I wouldn't stop the Titanic from sinking. I would just stop them from making the stupid movie.
Why?
I already explained. The stupid movie.
What makes it stupid?
The plot, the fact that it was supposed to be based on a true story, when in reality, there is zero evidence that anything like that happened. It had actual people that were on the Titanic in the movie, but the main characters were never proven to have actually existed and actually been in love and actually have had that happen. What happened to them happened to them.
I haven't seen Titanic because
So
you
you have time. You watched the entire chapter 1 of It and half of chapter 2 of It the other day.
because it's my obsession.
Yeah, so you have time to watch a movie like Titanic.
Where is it?
Check Netflix. It's probably on there because it's that bad.
You're evil. You're evil.
See, Netflix rotates out the good movies. The bad movies just stay there.
Wait, I feel like a sitcom. Not a sitcom. A reality TV show.
Which one?
Liv and Maddie. Identical twins.
Uh-huh. Are they actually identical twins?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there is not that one. That one is cute sci-fi. I can't think right now.
Well, how many hats do you own? We kind of went into this a little bit, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not counting the hats that are my dad's or my grandpa's.
I have 4 hats.
I think I have 9 or 10 hats. Are you any good at pool? No, I am horrible at pool. My hands shake, and it makes it so it's really hard to line up a straight shot. And then when I do push the cue forward, I tend to miss the spot on the cue ball that I'm aiming for because my hands are shaking.
I kind of, every time the word pool, like in the game, as the game is mentioned, I get sent back to this chapter in a book I was reading like a week ago, actually this week, where this guy was almost killed with a cue stick. They're playing pool, and then you have to read the book in order to understand why pool is such a big part of it.
Yeah, I can imagine. What's the highest you've ever jumped into the water from?
Little speed that.
Just the edge of the pool?
Yeah.
So like 3 inches for her. For me, I think 10 feet.
Half feet.
So like 2 feet.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it would be 10 feet. Where I used to live, there was this rope swing, and it swung you out over the lake, and the swing itself was already 5 feet off the lake. But when you got it swinging up, you'd obviously go a lot higher. And at one point, I got the rope to be parallel to the lake, and I let go right as it got parallel, so I just shot out and up. So at least 10 feet. What do you mean how am I not dead yet?
Not the stuff you've done.
I've done that much stuff. I've only been in 2 car accidents, crashed a dirt bike into a tree, fallen off the roof of a house, fallen off the deck of the house in Arnold, the lake thingy, crashed my dirt bike into a skunk, or not dirt bike, my mountain bike. Have I ever rolled down a hill?
Yeah, tripped and went, ooh.
No, I didn't trip. I laid on my side and rolled, though.
Actually, it was like half a mile. And people stopped and asked me if I was okay.
You're special, all right. Have you ever been admitted to the hospital? Like overnight? No. I have never been admitted to the hospital overnight. I guess technically no, you haven't either. There was one day where we went in at like 10 o'clock at night because your mom was freaking out. She thought you were having an asthma attack. And it was really I was at work literally all day. I pulled a 16-hour shift that day. And she calls me saying that she was taking you to the hospital because you weren't breathing right and you were acting weird. Turns out you were dehydrated because she didn't give you anything to drink all day. And you were a baby, and babies need fluids, lots of fluids. And we were there for like 4 or 5 hours. But and other than when you were born, you haven't been in the hospital overnight at all either, because they wouldn't let me take you home until your mom came home too. Have you ever had any brushes with the law? Yes. When I was in my early 20s, me and one of my friends back then had an interview for a job. And on our way back, the police ended up in a high-speed chase with a car that was the exact make, model, and color of ours. And when information got passed from one law enforcement group to another law enforcement group, they went through several cities and several counties and headed up in our direction before the police lost them. So when information got passed along, somehow the police department where we live didn't get the license plate number of the car. They just got the make, model, and color of the car. And they saw our car and stopped us, pulled me out of the car at gunpoint, handcuffed me, and threw me in the back of the police car. And then proceeded to check the car, the surroundings around the car, and the house that we actually had made it all the way to my friend's house, and we're in the garage when the cops finally got there. They saw us and chased us, and they weren't close enough for us to realize they were after us until we pulled into the garage. But they checked the garage and the entire house looking for a shotgun. Apparently the people that they were chasing had been firing a shotgun out of the passenger side window at street signs somewhere around the Modesto area in California. And then they proceeded to drive down 99, then back up 99 the other direction, and then came up this way, going through Sonora first. Eventually they did find him, and being that there were no guns anywhere in or around the car, there was a gun safe, but it was locked, and we wouldn't have had time to go and unlock the gun safe and put the guns away without ammunition in them and have them be cleaned, properly cleaned and whatnot, having not been fired recently, and looking like they hadn't been fired recently, in the amount of time that we had before we got taken by the cops because we didn't even get out of the car before the cops had their guns on us. But that was the one and only time. Obviously, we were found not to be the people, so they let us go. And that's the only real run-in with the law that I've had. As far as you personally, no.
Family?
Yes. Yes, many, many times. Have you ever been on TV? Yes, actually, I have. Local TV. So no, you not really. No, I wasn't on TV. My dog's barking again. They must have just come inside. Have you ever met any celebrities? Yes, I have. I met Jerry Rice once. I don't think you have. Have you ever been to Legoland? No. I want to go. It'd be lots of fun, but I would make sure I'm wearing nice sturdy shoes with hard bottoms, because even when you're wearing, tennis shoes, a lot of times if you step on a Lego, you can still feel it through the tennis shoe. So, and I don't think you have either unless your mom took you.
My mom never took me anywhere.
Sneeze came and went. Have you ever done something heroic? Yes.
That would be my heroic gesture.
Your heroic gesture would be saving a book from being burned. Yeah, I've done a couple things. I grabbed somebody as they were walking out in the traffic. They weren't paying attention. They were looking at their phones. Don't walk while looking at your phone, especially on busy streets.
I've seen someone come up in the traffic before.
Like you grabbed them and pulled them back?
Thomas. Like 8 times. You Joey. A bunch of other people.
I have to keep my mouth shut because it's going to get me in trouble. Who do you think? The only one of those people that I know too. But I've stopped some people from going into traffic. There was a guy that came into my place of work at one time, and he was an older gentleman, and apparently he had been driving for hours and was very dehydrated, and when he came inside, I noticed immediately that he wasn't walking right. So I quickly went around the counter to assist him, thinking that maybe he just needed a cane or a walker and he didn't have it, and he fell right as I got to him, and I caught him before his head hit. He was going head first into the linoleum floor, and as it was, he still ended up bleeding from a few spots, because he was so dehydrated that his skin was very dry and tore very easily. But if I hadn't caught him, he probably would have landed headfirst on the linoleum and cracked his head open. And as far as like heroic, saving people from other people, I jumped in the middle of a fist fight once, but that's about it. I mean, heroic deeds for me are doing something that is not necessary, that is helping somebody or saving somebody from something, saving somebody's life or something like that. Not necessarily saving somebody from somebody else and putting your life in danger by doing so. Why?
I have a small little story.
Okay.
A few grades back, it was break. Somebody hit their hand or something the wrong way. Their bone was facing the wrong way. I took that bone and I propped it into place. Like, I was trying to get it to look normal.
Did it turn out that it was broken? Yeah. Unless you have the training, this goes for everybody out there too. Unless you have the training, do not move a body part that looks like it's going the wrong direction. Because if the bone is broken and you go to set it back and you don't do it right, you could do more damage than good. Leave it alone. Leave it as is. Try to stabilize it as is as much as possible. I have EMT training, emergency medical technician training, meaning the guy who rides in the ambulance and comes to save your butt when you do something dumb and hurt yourself. Yeah, that would be me. Don't try to fix the problem yourself, because it might not be dislocated. And even if it is dislocated and you put it back wrong, you could pinch a nerve or a blood vessel and cut blood circulation off to a certain part of the body, because there are veins and blood vessels all over the place, including, like, they go through your joints and stuff that you can dislocate. And if you put things back wrong, you can severely damage somebody. And if you cut blood circulation off somewhere, they could lose a body part. Or, if you cut the blood circulation off back to the heart, they could die. Don't do it. Let the professionals do it. The only time you should ever risk doing anything like that is if it's life or death. If it's life or death, and the only way you can save that person's life is by putting that thing back where it's in the general vicinity of where it's supposed to be, it's better to do that than to let them die. So, in short, don't do it. Where we at? Have you ever played a practical joke on anyone? Of course I have. So many times I've lost count. A prank. Done something funny to somebody that they may not have found funny at the time. Yeah, you've done stuff to me a lot. She doesn't want to talk about it. Have I ever been the recipient of a practical joke? Yeah. Like I said, she does it all the time. Yeah, she has to, because I do it right back. And those are our questions for the day. As always, if you guys have questions that you want us to answer, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Please answer these questions yourself. I would love to learn more about my viewers and my fans. So feel free to answer these questions in the comments below. As always, keep your head up, keep moving forward. This is Rafnum.
Signing off.
Apparently she's not going to do her normal and Gallaxy signing off. She's being very observant today. But we will see you guys next time. Once again, this is Rafnum.
And Gallaxy.
Signing off.